Welcome to What the Tech. We're the show that cuts through all the hype to bring you news you can actually use. And boy, do we have a big one for you today. We're asking a question that's probably on your mind. Is that fancy tech degree you're working on still the golden ticket it used to be?
So let's just dive right in because this question, it's on the minds of so many students and recent grads. And you know what? It's for a really good reason. The job market has kind of pulled a fast one on us. And some of the data we're about to look at, well, it might just shock you. Okay, so here's the deal. It really feels like the job market is playing by a completely new set of rules. I mean, some of the majors that were considered an absolute sure thing just a few years ago, they're now, and this is wild, finding themselves at the top of the unemployment list.
All right, take a look at this. You'd probably expect to see majors like anthropology or fine arts in that high unemployment column, right? No big surprise there. But look what's sitting right there with them. Physics and computer engineering. I mean, what? Meanwhile, you've got fields like nutrition science and construction services with almost zero unemployment. This is a complete flip from what we thought we knew.
Seriously, just let that number sink in for a second. 7.5%. That's the unemployment rate for recent computer engineering grads. This was supposed to be the safest bet, the absolute golden ticket, and now it's got one of the highest unemployment rates out there. It's kind of crazy.
So, the big question is, how on earth did we get here? What is going on that's causing such a massive shift? Well, when you really dig into it, it seems to boil down to three main things.
First off, you've got your basic industry cycles. The whole tech world slammed on the hiring brakes back in 2022, right? And that just wiped out a ton of those entry-level software and hardware jobs. Then, you've got a classic case of supply and demand. Put simply, some fields are just churning out way more graduates than there are jobs for them. And finally, and this one is a biggie, there's a skill mismatch. A lot of degrees are great for teaching you how to think big, critical thinking. But employers right now, they're often looking for very specific, ready-to-go technical skills. Hey, if you're finding this breakdown helpful and maybe a little eye-opening, do us a quick favor and hit that like button. And make sure you're subscribed to What the Tech so you don't miss out. We'd also love to hear from you. What's your take? What are you seeing out there? Drop a comment below because we really do read them all. Okay. So we've talked a lot about the what and the why. Now for the most important part, the news you can use. Because look, it's not all doom and gloom, not at all. Let's talk about your game plan for getting through this market and turning that degree into an actual job offer. This is probably the single most important thing to get your head around. Employers hire for skills, not just the title of your major. Think of your diploma as the starting line, not the finish line. It all comes down to what you can actually do for them from day one. And listen, it's not just about the hard technical skills either. I love this quote from Priya Rothit over at Indeed. She says soft skills are that secret sauce. And she's so right. Things like communication, problem solving, project management, those are the things that make you stand out and keep you valuable no matter what industry you're in. So how do you actually build this value? Well, first, you've got to learn to translate your coursework. Don't just list a class project on your resume, talk about the results you got. Second, you absolutely have to get real-world experience. Internships, freelance work, even a part-time job counts. Third, stay flexible. Your computer science skills could be a perfect fit in an industry you've never even thought about. And finally, be strategic about upskilling. See a specific skill popping up in a bunch of job descriptions? Go get a certificate in that exact thing. And here's a perfect example of what that looks like in practice. The before resume just says, studied anthropology. Okay, so what? The after says, conducted user research and data analysis. Ah, now I know what you can do. See the difference? Computer science degree is passive. Built a portfolio of 5 projects using Python and React. Now that's proof. It's a total mindset shift. All right, let's pull all of this together into a super practical, step-by-step checklist. I'm talking 5 moves you can literally start making today to take control of your job search. Here we go. Step 1. Go rewrite your resume. Today, focus on 3 to 5 applied skills for every project you list. Step 2. Get something out there in public within the next 30 days. A portfolio, a GitHub repo, something that proves you can build stuff. Step 3. Broaden your horizons. For every one perfect job you apply for, apply to 3 adjacent roles where your skills still fit. Step 4. Talk to people. Do some informational interviews and find out what companies actually need right now. And step 5, if things feel a little slow, don't just wait around. Pick one short, targeted credential and go get it.
So here's the bottom line. Your major,
It's your starting point. It is not a life sentence. The market is tough, no doubt about it. But if you're strategic, if you're flexible, and if you focus on the skills you bring to the table, you can absolutely carve out a great career path. So the real question is, what's your first move going to be?